Good morning. I filmed this video on the Monday after Thanksgiving here in the United States, and our RV was a disaster. We didn't host Thanksgiving, we went away to my parents' house, but we had done chores and just jobs and tasks around the RV all weekend. We'd been eating out. We had just piled junk anywhere. It was a mess because cleaning was not a priority over this weekend. Also, I always like to do a pretty good clean of my space before I decorate for the holidays. So next week's video will be a video of our holiday decor, but first, before I can put up any decorations, this mess has to be cleaned up. So I got up pretty early on Monday. I'm really good at Mondays. I'm really good at beginnings. So Mondays are the most effective day for me to be cleaning. So I got up really early, before the dogs even, and I just got myself ready. I like to open up and have lots of light. The thing we love about this RV is how much light that there is here, with all of these windows. So I got up, the dogs got up a little bit later, and I just got started because any kind of hesitation was going to be harder for me to start. So I started here in the kitchen section of the RV with just kind of clearing things away and wiping down counters, and just trying to get a fresh clean surface. This kitchen area is really our only horizontal space in the RV. I mean, there's couches and dinettes and things, and stuff does end up there, but this is really our only counter space, except for a teeny bit in the bathroom. So it really collects things very easily. So if I could just get it clear, it was going to go a long way in making the RV look a lot better and making me feel ready to tackle all of the other messes that needed to be tackled on this day. So here I am just filling up some mason jars. We usually fill these up, heat them in the microwave, add tea bags, and keep those in the refrigerator, because it's just a really easy way of having a nice cold beverage that is fairly healthy for you. We use an herbal tea. You can see them there on the stove. And then while those were getting ready, I just finished up the dishes. Luckily we didn't have a ton because, like I said, we had been eating out way too much, but it was good to get those done so that they were out of the way. So with the dishes about done and the countertops all cleaned up, I'm feeling pretty good and ready to tackle what's next. I love a clean, clear countertop in this part of the RV. As you can see back in the corner is a candle and our itty bitty teeny RV sized menorah. This was on the first day of Hanukkah, and my mother-in-law gave us this little RV-sized menorah because Matt's family is Jewish, so we celebrate Christmas primarily, but we like to include a little bit of Hanukkah into the RV as well. So I talked about kind of horizontal spaces that can gather stuff. This is another big culprit. This is right by the front entryway. Right underneath of it, you would think would be great shoe storage, but actually it is where it's our electrical panel. All of our fuses and breakers and things are in there. And so right above is a good little seat, or actually shelf for stuff to sit. So we have dog leashes and headlamps, because we use those a lot when we walk the dogs after dark. A lot of campgrounds don't have a lot of lighting, so we use headlamps. There's headphones and poop bags and crackers. I don't know why. I think because we took them for Thanksgiving to share and then brought them home, the extras. So ideally, the only thing that sits there is this gray basket with keys and wallets. Right above is a hook situation, which can also gather anything that will hang. And this broom, we're getting rid of this broom. It was like apple spice scented for the fall, but it has lost its scent. And hopefully sometime in the next week, we're bringing a tree into the space and it will smell up the area enough on its own. I'm looking forward to a real pine tree in this RV so much. But that is for next week's video. For now, I need to get everything cleared away. This area of the RV became a disaster. I had ordered a bunch of new clothes, so those were all piled up everywhere. You can kind of tell the dinette is over there, but there is no dinette table. That's really fun, actually. We took the table out over the weekend, which is why this toolbox is in the RV and needs to go out into the basement, which is where I think I'm about to take it in a second here. But we took the table out because it was a failure. If you watched one of our previous videos, I'll try and link it down below. I don't remember the title of it. That table was horrible. It was a disaster. It's a new style that they tried to advertise for the 2022 model as being great. It sucked. So we took that out and we will be putting a new table into this space. We have some ideas on how to build a table, but that is not a project until after the holidays because that is where our Christmas tree is going. So on the ground right there is actually the table that was there, just the tabletop, and it is turned upside down. We plan on getting a tree stand and screwing the tree stand into that table to kind of use as a base, and then putting our tree in that spot. So stay tuned for next week's video because we are putting a real Christmas tree that we're going to cut down ourselves into our RV. So that should be a pretty fun video if you are interested to see how we do that. And then if you're also wondering how we're eating, we borrowed some TV trays from my mother-in-law, so we'll be eating TV trays on the couch for the holiday season at least, and then we will be getting a new table. So there I am taking the garbage out. We really like a campground that has a dumpster rather than just cans, because sometimes you have big things that you need to dump when you live in an RV and you don't have your own trash can, like old tables and their parts. So we're just cleaning up this space so that it'll be ready for the Christmas tree next week. So I am almost done with the cleaning, just a little bit of vacuuming. With the two dogs, there's constant sweeping and vacuuming happening in this RV, and this particular campground has a nice little gravel patio outside, so constantly vacuuming up the gravel as well. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me just kind of getting the RV reset after Thanksgiving and ready to decorate for Christmas and all of the other holidays. If you want to see more cleaning videos, please let me know down in the comments. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to. Bye. Today and not tomorrow.